The only thing that's worse than the quality of the products that we buy today is the attitude that comes with it from the people that are selling it to you. And I'm not talking about people being mean. I'm talking about the return policy. I'm talking about the warranty, because I remember a time that a warranty came with confidence in the products that were being sold. So they would slap a warranty on one of these products here because they knew that what they were going to sell you was not likely to come back. Well, we experienced something that was way out of character yesterday when we went to the store. And I didn't really notice it before, and it's because I was part of that system before, and I didn't really view it the same as I view it today. And that is because I used to be a lot closer to these vendors of building supplies and things like that. So if something was damaged or anything like that, I was easily accessible to those places for a return. And because it was constantly clicking and clicking, I never really put much thought into what it was actually costing us. And what it's costing us is starting to bother me just a bit. And it's probably going to bother you a little bit too. So if you're enjoying this content, make sure you give us a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, holler down below. Have you noticed a big change in return policy attitudes? Because this is what we've seen. So this is what we experienced yesterday. We are trying to piece together a bathroom on a super budget. And it could be very difficult because you have to pay a lot even for the budgetary stuff anymore. So when I'm making decisions, I'm basing them on any which way that I can ensure that I'm not overpaying. And we went and bought us a new tub and shower combo and a toilet. And the first thing we noticed was we pulled a box out. It was the walls for the tub and the shower. And the box was damaged. And it wasn't just damaged. This box was significantly damaged. And when I pulled the box out and put it on my cart, I noticed pieces sticking out of the box. And I was like, just wait a second here. Because if this thing is missing pieces, I'm not going to know it until I get home. This is going to cause a problem. So I went and looked for some help. And the first thing I found was a group of people standing around. Not trying to put Home Depot down or anything, but what in the heck, man? A bunch of people standing around and a bunch of people in the same area I was, waiting on somebody to help them. And I went and sought out help because we found an additional box that was undamaged, but it was way up high on one of the racks and we couldn't easily access it. So I needed to get some help to do that. And the first thing that we encountered with that was the excuse, the boxes can be returned. So no big deal. No big deal. These boxes can be returned. And I was like, now wait a second here. I just drove an hour all the way out here. Why would I want to buy this box, bring it all the way back, another hour back home, find out it's missing parts, and then have to drive back and do this all over again? So I came up with a solution. I said, hey, how about if we open that box up entirely, if every piece is in there, then I will be happy to buy it with the box opened. And the employee was willing to entertain it just for a moment. And it didn't take long and her attitude kind of changed towards the whole situation. She started cutting a little bit of tape and stopped what she was doing. She said, oh no, this isn't barely even open. I tried to show her the other side. I said, seriously, if you can open this box up and tell me that everything is in there, then I'll just take this damaged box. I don't care about the box. She said, no, if it's missing anything, you can bring it back. And I started wondering, I'm like, well, first and foremost, this is a very inexpensive product. I mean, it's not inexpensive to us. It's a $400 box, so it's expensive to us, but it's also a transaction on a card that we won't get back if we decide against it because they don't have the supply when we go to return it. There was a lot of scenarios that we got to consider here. The the long drive that it takes us, the opportunity for other things to happen that you're not expecting. All of this stuff is like presented to me today like it's a benefit. Well, you can always just bring it back. Well, I'm like, well, we can always just open the box right here and ensure that the parts are in this box. But no, that is not what they want to do. And I don't know where that comes from. It probably comes between manufacturer and distributor. Probably has less to do with the consumer, but we're the ones that pay for it. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one experiencing this, but it seems to be more than before. Like, I did experience it, like I said, in the city, but it seems to have more of an impact. And maybe it's because I notice it more because now I have to travel much further distances, and there's very few places that I can cut costs. One of the places would be to not have to return the thing, because they're not going to pay for my gas. They're not going to pay for the transaction fees that come with every time you use a card, things like that. They don't care about any of that or my time. There's no value placed on the consumer at this point in time. And I do understand that I assume a level of responsibility when I buy cheaper products, less expensive products. But to be honest, the most expensive ones that were there, their boxes were damaged just the same. So what if I ended up paying $2,000 for this instead of $1,000, it would still cost me the same to have to return it. So the issue is still there for me no matter what. Even if I do take a risk and buy a less quality product. And it had me really frustrated because I'm trying to figure out what happened to like pride in a product. It seems like it has all but disappeared. You rarely see it. I feel bad for people buying new homes. Those folks are buying homes with boxes and boxes of this stuff that contractors don't have time to return. They just put that busted up stuff in there and say, kick the can down the road. And guess where that can usually lands? At your feet, at my feet. And after I went over it a bit and thought about all the ways that they're not taking very good care of their customers, I just wanted to reassure myself. So I came out here to start looking and stuff and pulled a few boxes open, and I was surprised to find this note inside the package. Instantly, it says stop. Collaborate and listen. No, just kidding, didn't say it. It says stop though, right? It says missing or damaged parts, do not return the product to the store. We can help you faster. So there's something going on there between vendor and manufacturer. Wherever that issue is, I know for a fact that we're the ones paying for this. There's no way you could ever convince me that this is in our best interest, the consumer, because now the store is telling us you could just bring that sucker back. Well, this isn't pasted on the outside of the box. This is inside the box. The first thing they want you to know is, please don't take that back to the box store you got it from. Give us a chance to help you fix the garbage that we sold you. And I'm not saying American Standard is garbage. I actually don't really know. We actually could have gotten something a little bit cheaper. I think it was called a Delta or something. So I don't know what you guys think. I get scared every time I go to the store now to buy a high dollar item because they don't want you to see what's in the box. They don't want you to look at what's in the box, because if you look inside that box and it's rejected, then they know that that product is rejectable, and then there's something that's happening between there. I was never really fooled over the course of the last decade that the customer was the most important anymore. It seems like the customer is the problem most of the time nowadays. It's a pretty big inconvenience to ask for help, to maybe even suggest something as simple as, open that box up, I'll buy it if it's good. I don't understand as a consumer why you wouldn't want to do that. Maybe they should make the consumer feel a little bit better, but I don't think that that's really the goal here. So what we're going to do is accept our fate, whatever it may be, because we didn't have a choice in the first place. I could have maybe made a shower out of like hay and adobe and stuff like that back oh Homestead days or whatever. But I really ain't got time to learn how to do all that kind of stuff, that crafty stuff. So we bought what we could get, and we're going to be excited to put it in. The problem is it wasn't just the shower, it was the toilet. Same scenario. And then it was the spigots and the other parts to go with it. Everything is like separated now and broke down into individual items that you can just bring back. Well, why don't you just bring me another one? How about that? Because I mean, maybe I just got an attitude about it, because I don't like to feel like I'm being taken advantage of. And if you're not taking advantage of me, at least tell me why. The store would say just bring it back, but the manufacturer would say, please don't bring it back. Let us try to satisfy any issues you're likely to have with the products that you have in the boxes that we shipped. It's a little frustrating, it's a little scary. For a lot of people, it's coming up, they probably ain't never even going to notice. It's just going to be the few of us that remember what it was like to be able to buy a product that came with a warranty based on, like, confidence. Our parts and our products are so awesome that we're going to give you $1 bazillion if it breaks. You know? Break that baby 100 years from now and we will replace it. I remember stuff like that, man. I actually took a lot of advantage of situations like that back in the day, you know. In the past, I've like taken advantage of the return policies. I bought the product though, knowing that it was quality. And actually one time, even though it was quality, it had failed us, and it was a manufacturer's issue, and because they couldn't fix it, they just replaced the entire thing. It was my saw, and I know it's not whatever those super duper awesome brands are, whatever they are. It's a Rigid, but to me it's quality. You know, I could have bought like Black & Decker or something. It's not. It's sweet. It's not what's that other one that Ryobi. I ain't trying to pick on your Ryobi, but my Rigid is a pretty sweet saw, and they fixed it when it broke, and I was happy about that. And sometimes those return policies, they make sense. But anymore, with stuff like this, I think I already mentioned it. People are buying brand new houses, inflated prices that you can't even barely afford. And the vendor, the manufacturer is going to ship it to the vendor is going to ship it to the project. The contractors are going to put this stuff together, and every single one of them are going to kick the can down the road until it gets to you. And you're the one that is going to be left holding that issue and trying to find a resolution to it. We ain't trying to do that. We're going to take this less than high quality or high end products, and we're going to make sure that the installation goes so perfect, I hope so, that we will avoid like any of the flaws that can come with installing this stuff. Because if you guys already know, then you know, but the lumber ain't any better than anything else. So the quality of work is all you have left. And I think that the people that are putting this stuff in all day, every single day, they're just tired of it. They can't keep fixing everybody else's stuff, and they kick the can down the road there too, and everybody just has given up. Even the salespeople. They're just like, well, I don't understand the issue, sir. You can just bring it back. Okay. Well, I tried to bring it back, and my truck broke down. Will you fix that for me? Probably not. You're not going to pay for my gas. You're not paying for none of it. So we just need to be, as consumers, we need to be very, very careful, because the return policy only sounds good until you know that it's almost a guarantee that you're going to have to return that sucker. How about you just let me pay for it later then? You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, that's where we're at with it. We're gonna have us a little bit of fun, I hope. Stuff goes slow for us. That's why we don't share it as much. Actually, we don't share it at all anymore. The actual work is because we can't build a sustainable YouTube channel if we can't keep up with the demand of the viewer. So even though we knew we were going to disappoint a lot of people and this was going to be hurt, we had to make a decision based on what was going to be best for us long term. And the work that is involved to build a bathroom is even easier than it is to build a YouTube channel. So we're sorry to anybody that felt like disappointed or betrayed, but the work still continues. We just don't share it on YouTube. It'll be our background, baby. All right? All right, guys, if you're enjoying this content, you make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell. They're going to let you know. We're putting something up every day. We're trying to find a real routine here. We're trying to. Man, we're trying so hard, right? So share this video. Everybody needs to know that this return policy, I showed you, it's not even a choice anymore. It's not even a choice. One's telling you to do it, the other one's telling you don't do it. Guess who gets stuck in the middle? And if that's the case, man, you need to jump on board with me right now and subscribe. Let me know where you're at, because you got a Home Depot there too, or whichever one. I'm not trying to pick on Home Depot. Policies are policies. It seems like it's across the board on everything, man. I bought this sweet chipper shredder that they were just like, oh, it's going to take us 100 years to get to you, and then, oh, here's the parts. Go ahead and fix it yourself. It's across the board, man. A lifetime warranty or a return policy is a guarantee that it's going to be an issue for you. So just watch yourself when you're out there buying stuff, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Kitchen table dreams scribbled in the sink. Bills piled high, but the faith ran deeper. She was the dreamer, he the